Today I'm going to talk about Raman Gill's third video and a great setup on a huge, very popular American company. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. You know I can't keep a secret, right? Yeah, I'm going to show you a setup on Costco Wholesale. But first, I'll show you the setup I was going to talk about, and I'll explain why I'm not suggesting it just yet. I'll also show you a few other pending setups. And of course, I would show you our open trades if we currently had any. But never fear, we'll get into more very soon. I'm sure of it. I also want to tell you about Raman Gill's third video, and of course today's trading maxim. So don't go away unless you're going to get some coffee. That'll be okay. Just pause the video to refill your coffee and come right back. I want you good and awake so you don't miss anything. Remember to click the subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss any of these great setups. Alright, let's talk about some pending trades. I told you in Friday's video that I was probably going to redraw this ascending triangle on the US dollar Swiss franc. Well, here it is. This right here is the original triangle, which was breached right here, and then it just kind of stayed down, but the volume and the volatility have continued to descend. So I redrew this thing. Let me clear these lines out of our way so we can actually see this. So I redrew this thing, and we're looking for a daily close above this triangle or above 1, and it could be headed up that way in the next few days. Earlier this month I showed you a setup on Kohl's Corporation, and it looks like this could trigger today. It's looking good. I just wanted to remind you of this and let you know that you need to be watching for the candle close above 54 here to go long. Now here's the setup that I was going to show you this morning. I identified this ascending triangle on Cavco Industries last week. I didn't bring this to your attention because the earnings report is due today after the market closes. So this could have been a good entry on Friday, except that who knows what this is going to do. You just saw it jump from green to red, so I'm going to wait until after the earnings report comes out and see what it does tomorrow morning. We'll decide what to do on it then, and I'll let you know. Okay, let's talk about Raman Gill's third video, and then we'll look at today's setup on Costco. If you saw my Wednesday and Friday videos last week, you know I've been reviewing Raman Gill's launch videos. She's a trading trainer who works with trading strategy guides. I watched her third video today and I learned even more new things. I knew that the apprenticeship style of training has been around a long time. I wish I had been able to do this when I started trading. I floundered around for about 6 years in and out of trading rooms, which is not the same thing as an apprenticeship, watching lots of videos, reading lots of blogs before I found my mentor, Casey Stubbs. I had a lot of preconceived notions that would have been dispelled early on if I had someone who was actually watching and critiquing what I was doing. That's what Raman is offering here. I think this video is even more important than the last one. Take the time to watch this 16-minute video, guys. It's definitely worth it. I'll put the link to it in the description below. I'm very excited about this training. I've already been accepted as one of the 100. Even if you're already having success in your trading, I recommend becoming an apprentice. There are always new things to learn and improvements to be made. Again, I'll put the link below this video. Alright, let's take a look at the Costco Wholesale trade setup. Costco Wholesale is an American multinational corporation operating a chain of membership-only warehouse clubs. As of 2015, Costco was the second largest retailer in the world after Walmart. If you've never been in a Costco warehouse, it's definitely a worthwhile venture. I'll leave the appropriate links below if you want more details. And here's the chart. Here it is again. My favorite, the ascending triangle. The ascending triangle consists of a strong resistance level, in this case 305. Then we have higher lows, popping back up and putting pressure on this resistance until it finally breaks. I also look for a nice decline in volume and volatility, and I'm only interested in a break of this 305 level right here, and will only take a long above an ascending triangle. And here's the plan. We will buy a daily close above the ascending triangle or above 305. On the breaking candle, the volume bar should reach up as high as the volume average. If it doesn't quite reach that average but does reach 75% of the average volume, I'll open a half size position to reduce risk. You can calculate the percentage by taking the volume number here, dividing it by the volume average, and you should get 0.75 or higher. If you don't get at least 0.75, stand aside and don't enter the trade. The stop loss will be 1.5 times the ATR. The first target will be 1 times the ATR. The ATR, of course, is the average true range, which is simply the average of the length of the last 14 bars. So on the breaking candle, you want to look right here for the ATR, multiply it by 1.5, and place your stop that distance below your entry. So if the candle closes right here, and this is your entry point, you want to measure 1.5 ATRs down here, and that'll be your stop loss. And then 1 ATR above your entry will be your first target. If after entering the trade you get a candle that closes back inside the triangle pattern right here, we'll take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. Our intention is that a breakout from these patterns should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. And when our price hits the first target, we close half the position for profit and set the stop loss to break even on the remainder. We will then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. Typically I do this with 2 positions. The first position will have a stop loss and a take profit attached directly to it. The second position will have a hard stop loss and no take profit directly associated with it, so we can let it run. I also only risk about 2% of my account on each trade. No single trade should make or break you. And that is the setup on Costco Wholesale today. I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but I want to make sure that you know I'm not telling you what to do here. I'm just telling you how I handle these trades. If you want more details about what I do, look below this video for a link to my trade management video. And if you've got a trade management plan that works for you, use it. Trading is a very personal thing. Things that work for me may not work for you. You have to understand your personal psychology to find the best strategies for your own trading. And as you know, psychology, in my opinion, is the most important part of trading. And the trading maxims are my way of helping to handle my personal psychology. And today we're going to dive into the archive once again for our maxim of the day. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, rule of conduct, or a proverbial saying. The purpose of my maxims is to motivate me to discipline in trading as well as other areas of my life. I suggest you start your own list of maxims, things that you can say to yourself while you're trading or doing life to make sure you always do the right thing. Feel free to borrow from my list. Tim's Trading Maxim number 48. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And this is from Winston Churchill. I love Winston Churchill quotes. So many of my maxims are about getting up, dusting yourself off, and moving on when you fail. Yes, I've failed many times, and I didn't always just get back up and move on without a bit of whining. I soon learned that the whining is useless because no one really cares or wants to hear it. Now, don't imagine that I'm perfect, because I'm far from it. But I do know that the faster you dust yourself off after failure, the better you'll feel about yourself. Have you had a recent failure? Do you need to dust yourself off and move on? Maybe you've had a recent success and you're resting on your laurels just a bit. Well, A little bit of laurel resting is okay, but too much of it and you'll have trouble getting up and moving on. Tell me in the comments below what recent successes or failures you've had in your life and how you moved on from them. Remember our Costco wholesale trade plan here. We're going to buy a candle close above the ascending triangle. If the volume is not quite average, go half size as long as it's at least 75% of the average. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 times the ATR. And remember to click the link below to the trade management video for more details. And you definitely don't want to miss any of my trading picks. So sign up for my free trading picks list so you don't miss any of them. I'll be sending out 3 or 4 picks a week, stocks, futures, cryptos, forex, everything, and you'll get to see them first. And the best thing is, it's a freebie. I'll put the link below this video. Be sure to come back to Trading Strategy Guides YouTube channel every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time for my new videos. We'll have a nice trade setup or two on each one and maybe some extra Q&A or training on Wednesdays. And don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. Put them in the comments below. I'll either answer your questions right there or in a training video or both. And remember, the only stupid question is the unasked one. And don't forget to comment below about your successes and failures and how you came back from them. Tell your friends about us and help us make this the best trading channel on the internet. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up below. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.